I'm Bill Kelverlaw. I live in Williamson County, west of town, and a few comments that basically tie toward our ability to plan for emergencies. In last week's meeting, noticed some more awards, and awards are good. And for quality type awards, I've been there, done that. Malcolm Baldridge Award, and they basically measure certifications and processes that have been identified as good for going off and doing a task. However, there's another side of the coin too. There's processes called like Six Sigma that are a whole series of management processes similar to what Peter Drucker took to Japan in the 50s. It turned them into an economic power. It's really critical to be able to quantitatively assess that once you've got all these certifications that you can actually execute on them. Airlines operate in a Six Sigma process because that the public demands it. If they operated in the same level of execution as your average hospital, about a 4 Sigma level, there'd be a major airplane crash about once every week. So that's a critical item to go do. And the main point I bring up is that we're still completely unprepared for a major situation in Williamson County. One example would be going down to the grid, and not just a local power outage or a local flood or something like that. We're talking about the whole state, the grid going down. You can't even call the governor, etc. So what's important in an emergency situation? Well, it's similar to a heart attack, but much greater. The most important person is the guy next to you. Does he have an aspirin, and can he do CPR on you?
That's true.
And then the magnitude of something like this, can you imagine no electricity for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, where water doesn't run, you can't flush the toilet, you can't get gasoline, and all the grocery stores are out of food, and a long time ago your refrigerator doesn't work. So planning for a massive catastrophe takes a lot of experience and knowledge, similar to what we did when we evacuated Vietnam in April of 1975 with 4 aircraft carriers and a flotilla of more than 30 ships, where we extracted more than 12,000 people in less than 12 hours. That takes years of training and having focus on what your goal is. So my message to you is we're not prepared, and we have lots of talent out in our county that can help. And I think Kenny does an outstanding job in EMS, but this is a much bigger problem, and we should put more resources on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Probably shouldn't make a comment, but I was out of power for 2 weeks one time when a little storm called Claudette, and we were on a well, so we didn't have water either. So it's a very interesting time.